is all dead, and it's all dead because it's had too much water, not it hasn't had enough. That grass out there is perfectly fine where it is draining correctly. But this grass has been inundated with standing water. The retaining wall, dirt level on the other side of that wall has already collapsed approximately 8 inches due to water flowing out of that wall at the end of the wall that's made with brick, and it is during yesterday's heavy rains and the day before coming out among each board, and you can see the mud, and the mud is now starting to collect at the base, and that is why the wall, as you can see, has sunk on the other side. And as I stand, you can see my foot, you can hear it. I told them before we ever bought this house that this was not going to work the way they had it designed, and they assured me that it would not hold water, and it is holding water. And more than likely, the amount of water that it is holding is stacked up against the concrete wall on this side of the house. And that is the problem with our overabundance of moisture in this home. I can guarantee you that the amount of liquid that is holding up against this wall is slowly saturating the concrete, and that is leaking or wetting the internal sides of the wall, increasing the humidity. But you can clearly see. And what's worse is, I do not believe the French drain is corrected correctly or connected correctly, because when they initially built this house and installed the French drain ended at the end of the house. Then it was decided that you guys needed to build this extra retaining wall. So there's no area in the beginning of the French drain, which supposedly is way at the front of the house, to actually allow water into the French drain. And so none of this area here is properly vetting or getting rid of the water, especially as it pertains to over here. This needs to get corrected, and it needs to be, I don't know what the answer is, but this is not acceptable. This should not be a homeowner problem. This was not right. When I met with people out here and told them that this was going to hold water. And to my point, you can't even walk on that lawn because it is totally saturated with water. And when you walk in it, your feet collapse the mud underneath, and that's why this grass is dead. So this problem needs to get mitigated, and it needs to get mitigated quickly, and the grass needs to be replaced.